new experiences and what usually happens with us and what God wants to deal with new experiences. So long title, but let's jump into it. So this weekend I had a chance to go to ATL to handle some business, and I've never been to ATL before. Always heard about it, never been. And you hear about the traffic and you hear about all that type of stuff, but man, oh man, to see how many towns are in Georgia and to see just like how far they can be, how different they are, is one thing. But the highway was the thing that blew me away. Now, I don't mind driving, but I don't love just driving long distance or stuff like that. Like if you're a friend, you're like, we're taking a road trip, I'm probably not going unless I'm sitting in the car because I don't like driving for long. Now, we were in ATL and I'm driving and I'm noticing that anxiety starts to happen to me, right? Not that I've never driven before, but for some reason, just seeing the bigger highways, just seeing how people drive out there is not like where I live. I live in Connecticut. It had me shook a little bit. And the last day leaving, we were leaving to come back home super early in the morning just so we can miss the traffic. So we were leaving at 6 a.m. to go back to ATL to catch our flight. We were in Lawrenceville, and it's normally about 45 minutes away instead of an hour. We start driving, it's dark, it's raining, and now we can see traffic piled up behind us. So I'm like, okay, cool, we've missed the traffic. 5 minutes in, there's traffic, right? And my heart starts to just like race, and I started almost panicking. I started to say this out loud, quietly, but out loud: be anxious for nothing. I will not fear. And sometimes, I don't know why, like the spirit of fear would try to come strong when I was in new territories or just doing something that was not in my norm. You probably can identify with that. Now, what had happened was I was in a new town. It wasn't my car. A lot of new things happening. Don't just look at the car or the town, but just a lot of new things were happening at once. And I got fearful. And usually when new things are happening for us or to us, sometimes that fear can start to talk to us and make us not press forward and make us not go forward. I've been there so many times where I realized that fear was the thing actually talking to me, not God. Or fear was the thing talking to me and not the real me. So I started to say this: you can adopt this. If I have to do it while I'm afraid, I'm going to do it. If I have to do it while I'm uncomfortable, I'll do it. If I have to do it without all the answers, I'll do it. Now, here's the kicker. I'm going back home and we're driving back from the airport. Connecticut highways seem like nothing to compare to Atlanta highways. But I was also getting ready to go into a new venture. And this morning, getting ready to go into the new venture, that fear is not there because I was exposed to something that was bigger. Oftentimes when God starts to expose you to something that's bigger and greater, it's so he can show you more, but it's also so you can even conquer the fear on the level that you're at. In my dealings with people, something that we deal with a lot is like the fear of video, the fear of putting yourself out there online. And the first thing we usually do to help them is we start to give them the exposure. Exposure will let you see, hey, yes, it's new. Yes, you can be fearful, but you also have the decision to actually press into it versus staying still. So I want to encourage anybody today, if you're in a season where like, hey, I don't know, I'm scared. I started saying this: you'll either have a cool story or you'll have victory if you go forward. But if you stay still, you'll never know what was ahead. And you'll never know, hey, maybe God was allowing me to be exposed to certain things so that he can increase my faith, so that he could actually push me to do something new. And maybe it's time for me to do that. New seasons, we shout about new seasons, like, the song, it's a new season, it's a new day. We shout about that, but with new seasons also comes sometimes new fears. Sometimes new seasons bring new doubts. Sometimes new seasons bring up old trauma that was stopping you. Why didn't I ever want to go here? Why didn't I ever want to do that? Sometimes those seasons do that. Now, one of the blessings that being an ATL gave me was me and my wife and my daughter had a chance to go to 2819. Philip Anthony, love him. I've loved him before he started going viral, just for how he delivers the word, his rawness, his realness. Loved it. When we were going there, now we were leaving the house, that we were leaving the hotel at, I think we left the hotel around 6:30 a.m. to go make it on time, because there's a big wait. We get there, we have to park a little bit farther, and a shuttle bus brings us to the church. Now, on the ride from the shuttle bus to the church, I'm in awe of people wanting to get to know God, of people hungry for God, and young people hungry for God, that they'll catch a shuttle bus, that they'll wait in line in the cold, that they'll be in the overflow room to hear God. That was a new experience for me. And guess what tried to show up? Old man fear. Old man fear was like, this is too much, just turn around, all this stuff. And I literally just said, I'm going to take one step at a time. I'm going to walk into the church. I'm going to raise my hand. I'm going to show God that I love him and that I appreciate him. And I'm going to try to talk to people. Fear is not of God. God has not given us the spirit of fear. He's given us the spirit of power, love, and of a sound mind. And just because we quote that doesn't mean that we also walk it out. I want to push you to recognize when fear shows up, it's usually a blessing behind it. When fear shows up, it's usually blocking something that's for you. Like the fear, whatever the fear could be, that fear is blocking something. And I want you to get everything that God has for you, and I want you to get it in the time that God has for you. The fear can come up into get into new relationships, moving out of your city, going to a different job, applying for a different job, all sorts of things. It could come up. But I want to encourage you that fear is not from God. Fear is from the enemy. I want to also encourage you that fear is blocking something that's for you. And then lastly, I want to encourage you that God is giving you a spirit of power, love, and a sound mind. Be great, guys. I'm out of here.